Hello everyone! So actually I realized that started off as a joke like a long time ago. Some people know what it means, kinda. And I realize it's just become me. It was just a whole thing. Anyway, so I think that, you know how people have like intros to their videos where they like do certain things or whatever? I don't know. My cat is right there. Oh, he's looking at me because I'm talking too loud. How weird is that? Anyway, I think that has just become my new intro, so joke's on me, haha. But today, if no one like fucking hates me from my last video and wants to cancel me, I thought we'd make more of a fun video today. Dating my Rushtons by year. So I've done, I probably could do more research, but I feel like I've done enough research. I feel like it's good enough. And no one else is talking about this stuff anyway, so, you know, I feel like this will be very educational, but I've looked all over the internet trying to find catalogs and or ads or anything that show my personal collection. I'm going to talk about my collection, not just all Rushtons that existed, but my personal toys that I could find, dating them to the earliest when they were created and or the earliest that they were shown in a catalog or an ad, so that we kind of have a timeline of when they were created, or just maybe this is their actual initial first appearance on the toy market. So let's start with the oldest ones. Now normally I thought about making another video for this. I can just tell by looking at toys which Rushtons are the oldest versus what's newer. Maybe we'll make another video on that, but like I said, all that information is on my website. It's just something you have to study and look at. But I did want to at least have ads to show, or well, I at least wanted to have solid proof that some of these toys were made in this year. Like the Cherub Chub ad, we know this is from 1953. So let's start off with the first one from 1953. Its initial appearance, the Cherub Chub, which we've made a whole video about this before, so I don't need to really talk much about him. But this is definitely, Mary started her work in 1952 with Rubber Face Toys. It's the oldest that we know of when she first started creating them. So we have the Cherub Chub. And I believe, yes, let's just let's put Chubby Tubby in there, although I don't have a Chubby Tubby. Chubby Tubby was created in 1952, and the latest I've seen Chubby Tubby being advertised was until 1956. The next toy I have in line is, I always call these the mini baby mini Queenie Quack. Now I don't really think she's officially a Queenie Quack, but she's somewhere in there. So we will bring up the Queenie Quack, the one that we see in the ad, was created, or the ad was from either 1952 or 1953. Actually, wait a minute, nope. Big Queenie, 1954. The Big Queenie Quack ad, the one that everyone has also seen too. That ad was created in 1954. So, based off of that, and based off of how similar these look, these were probably made whether 1952 to 1954. And just, you know, for the reference, I like to bring up the Queenie Quack ad from 1954. This is the ad. But one of the things I do kind of want to throw in there is that the mini baby Queenie Quack here, now again, I'm always like insulting her in my videos because I'm gonna be real, she is such shit. I love her, she's like amazing, and I love her more than some of my other toys. Shh, don't tell them. But like, everything about her is just kind of like, not everything, but she really is just kind of crap. Let's be real. This face is really, the painting, and there's like etching in the face, the rubber, and then the eyelashes are painted. They're painted so bad. The lines are so sloppy. I mean, she's just like kind of a disaster in every way, but like a beautiful, like really cute disaster that I really do want to own. She's really important to me. But I almost wonder if she's from even earlier, because the Queenie Quacks that I have seen and the Cherub Chub, the painting is actually pretty nice on his face and on the Queenie Quacks I've seen. So for her to just kind of be like dog shit, like, let's be real, girl, I mean, I love you and all, but like, you're kind of not looking you could have had a better job done on you. I almost wonder if this is from an even earlier year, because it is definitely the quality of the paint job is definitely not good. Now, in my other video, I stated that in the restoration video about how I did repaint my Queenie Quack's eyeballs, the pupils, because they were wonky as hell. I did, so they look nice here, but they were actually really not great, and I was like, I gotta fix this girl up. So pretend that everything actually would look a lot worse than normal. I love this too. Right underneath the beak, you can see like the paint line is like all jagged and weird. You probably can't see any of that. That don't look good. But anyway, it's not a nice smooth line. They really did just slap paint on her face, and I feel kind of bad for her. But she's still really cute, and I still really love her. So don't worry, even though you kind of like, you know, you kind of, but we really love you. Even with the cherub chub, you can see if you look closely, his pupils are kind of wonky too. They're not, it's like a coloring book. We're not really coloring in the lines. We're kind of like, you know, we're like a child painted it a little bit. They're a little wonky, they're a little weird. This one's kind of messed up right there, but this paint job still, although it's not perfect, being compared to the mini baby Queenie Quack, this is still way better. So if this one's from 1953, if this is from, this has to be 1953 and or 54 and or is it even earlier? I don't know. She looks really similar to the Queenie Quack. I have no idea her exact date. Wow, we really just went off on a whole conversation about this. But see, this is the fun thing. This is what I talk about with my friends. So we're trying to figure things out. So here's my entire life story of what I do. Good. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on now. We're still living in 1953. Close your eyes. Imagine the ugly Rushton toys. Some of them are good, some of them they're okay, and some of them are good. We're 1953, y'all, okay? So now we're gonna bring out this kitty, which is called Curly Purr. Sometimes they just call them like blinky toys, like a Blinky Winky, I don't remember. You would think I know things. I know her name's Curly Purr there, but Curly Purr, wow. I know her name's Curly Purr though, and I know that her first appearance in an ad was in 1953. And then until I saw her in another ad in 1956. So these were at least made up until 1956. I know that Mary Rushton didn't make a lot of the blinky-eyed toys. She made some, but she did not continue with blinky-eyed toys maybe up until 1956 or at least 1960, because every time I see a blinky-eyed toy, it's always the old painting style on them. So I don't think that maybe she didn't love the blinky toy. They are here, her eye, she got the wonky eye. Do you see this? She got wonky eye too. Man, these toys are all messed up. Oh my god. Look, can I show you? Can I show? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Wake up. Okay, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Wake up. Oh, she's doing a really good job. And in the ads, they do mention that they have beautiful green eyes, so I know for sure this is Mary's work. She also has a tag on her. Go to sleep. Oh, sometimes when you do it, she opens her eyes and they don't open up. Wake up. Girl, wake up. I said wake up. Wake up. Open the other eye. There we go. Oh my gosh, she's awake. Man, I didn't think I was actually going to play with my toys this much. I thought this video was going to be boring. I was like, yeah, I'm going to mention dates and shit. It's not going to be that great. It's going to be kind of educational. But this is actually a lot of fun. Do you see me just slapping around my toys and talking badly about them? This is awesome. This is like the best Rushton video ever. Anyway, let me pull up an ad of Curly Purr, just, you know, because we want references and stuff, right? Ooh. I didn't mention this in the beginning of the video. Damn it. You know what? I'll mention it here. I'm going to link down below where I find some of my ads, catalog ads, magazine ads. This website helped me a lot. So it's going to be down below. It's like Christmas.muse technical or something. I'm sure other people know about it, but I at least want to give credit to them because I am finding a lot of my toys from that website. Alright, so this is from 1953 Sears catalog. Down here you can see right from my finger. That's where Curly Purr is. Let's zoom in. There's another one. There's another. There she is. Let me zoom in a little more. Grandma's working the internet. Grandma's come on. I am tapping my thing. I don't know what I did. Someone help me. Okay, there she is. There she is. There she is. Wow, look at that. You guys are so lucky to have me. I don't know how to do things. I don't know how to edit videos or anything. Not really. I could totally just like put images in. But isn't this so much more fun though? Watching me struggle in life is like so much more cooler. It's so much more entertaining. Okay, so now we're doing a Blinky Kitty. She had her time. She's dead and gone, right? Okay, so now the next toy in line, we're going back with the what 1953 Blinky Kitty, 1953 to 1956. Now. Toffee. We're still in 1956, never mind. I thought we were going on a new year, never mind. We're just stuck in the past, kind of like this entire channel in my life in this video and these toys. 1956, we see Toffee. Let me go get him. Alright, it's fine, hang on, I got Toffee here. But it's funny that I'm slapping around this cat who's sleeping, because remember my cat was in the video earlier, and here he is. He's actually still, like I'm screaming and shit. He's still asleep. Look at that. Look. I can't believe he just deals with me. He does not wake. Oh, look at how soft he is. So amazing. Love you. All right, 1956 comes around and we got Toffee here. Now, Toffee made appearances. 1956 is the earliest one. Saw him being advertised in 1966 and 1968 and 1972. So he's been around for a long time. Something else I wanted to discuss, and maybe I'll make another video based on this. A lot of toys, whoops, hit the camera, pretend that didn't happen. Saw a lot of toys created earlier, like in the early 50s, that were still being made up into, you know, the 60s. So although you may have a toy that made an appearance in 1956, doesn't mean that he is a 1956 version. You may have a 1972 version of that toy, and it's all based on the painting style. You'll know when you look at them. But yeah, like I said, Mary made some of these toys for a very long time. You may have the newer version of that toy, but the oldest one in his first appearance, 1956. All right, we're moving a year up. It's 1957, y'all. Do you feel different yet? Santa comes along, and I believe, okay, so I have seen the small Santa. Whoops, I didn't show you an ad for Toffee. Oh, well, you just believe me, okay? We have the small Santa. Now, I believe that the big Santas were probably also made in 1957, but I for sure at least saw him. I'm probably gonna make a separate Santa video because there seemed to be a weird cult following for Santas, and I didn't realize it. But here is my 1957 small Santa. I have the bigger one too, but here's the little one. He has a rubber beard, and it is not furry. Yeah, here's little Santa boy. I only saw him once. He only made one appearance, and that was it. One appearance in a catalog, let me rephrase that. And here he is. So in black and white. I know they came in lots of different colors, but this is the only time I've seen him, and this is the one with the rubber beard. Alright, now this one's a little weird, okay? We're still in 1956. Now, this laughing pup is not from 1956, it's from the 80s, because it has beans inside it, little plastic beans. This is a toy that I believe was assembled in, was it Haiti? Taiwan, excuse me, when Rushton started started getting their toys made in other countries, and so this is one of them. Now, the reason why I'm doing this to his face is because we're just focusing on the face. The rest of his body doesn't exist, okay? So the first time I've seen, the earliest date I've seen this laughing pup, and we're referring to just to the face part, not the body. The body does not exist. So here, watch me strangle my toy. Laughing pup, his face appearance. I don't have that one, but I do have his face here. In 1956, that's when at least this face mold style was created, but not this one in particular. But I at least wanted to throw that in this video, and when we get back to the 80s, we'll bring him up again. Get ready, y'all. We skipped a couple of years. It's 1959, bitch, and it feels like Easter. Spring is here. Easter Bunny's coming here. 1959 is the year for Easter, okay? Now, this is the early appearance I can see. The earliest appearance in a catalog, an official Rushton catalog, that I have seen. Molly Cottontail, Peter Rabbit, and Web Deb. 1957 is when Mary starts making what I always call her signature style toys. She's using the signature paint colors, the ones that we're all familiar with, that we all know. 1957 is the change for Mary and her work, just from what I've noticed. So here's where we have these toys. I think they start getting a little bit more mass produced. They're a lot more popular. We have a lot more of them. They're in more people's collections. There's a lot more of them. He's vacuuming. I hope that this doesn't show up in the video and that the music will cover it up. But I did see Web Deb make another appearance in 1961. I know that all of them have been around for a while, but that is all the information I have on these three. Happy Easter, y'all! Alright, so this one, Scrappy, I couldn't find an exact date. I did see him in a ad, and the seller who listed the ad for sale said that the ad was from 1956. Now, I did not see that date listed on the ad on the bottom of the pages or anywhere, so I don't know if it was on the back of the page where there was probably another ad for some other toys or item. So I'm gonna put him in here for at least 1956. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, it seems about right. I would assume, but that's the only information I have on him. Otherwise, he's just an unknown, but based off of his body and the quality of him, I want to say it seems about accurate. I'm not 100% sure, but that really is the only information I have. So 1956. I can say that I know Scrappy was made up until maybe at least the 70s, because I have seen newer versions of him with the bodies with that kind of material, that kind of fur that we all start to hate after a while, because Rushton obviously was making their toys cheaper and making them out of the country. So I know that he was made probably until the 1970s. That's just based off of me and my information and my knowledge, so you don't actually have to believe anything I say. But I know that he was made for a while too. I just wanted to throw that in there. Alright, we in the 60s, baby! And that's when we get the octopus, the marine land sea creatures, which is the fish, the octopus, and the whale, based off of this ad right here, this ad right there, and then, because you have the whale on this ad from 1960, the whale also has, well, it's not really like the whale, the Rushton whale, but it's this ad right here. Coming up, Rushton comes up with a whale of a new toy. Well, obviously it's 1960, it's the whale, and you have the octopus. So these are the 1960 toys of 1960. I don't know, what do you want? That's all I got. I only see this one ad on the octopus and the whale and the fish, and that's it. They were special for marine land, so that was probably the ad, and that was the end. Say goodbye. Bye! Now remember the laughing pup, that section of the video? So now we're gonna go into this little mini mouse. It's a mini Valentine's Day mouse. But I found the small mouse. It was like the cream colored mouse. So it wasn't the Valentine's Day mouse. So pretend like his body doesn't exist. But I'm pretty sure it was probably around the same time. It just wasn't the Valentine's Day themed mouse. But I saw the mouse, the non-Valentine's Day version of the mouse, advertised from 1963, made its first appearance. Then I saw it show up again in another ad in 1964. So at least around this time, whether this mouse in particular, the Valentine's Day mouse, was made in 1963 and or 1964, it probably was around that time, but that is the first time I saw this mouse with this face. Now it's 1968. Nope, it's 1967, my bad, go back. It's 1967, and we come out with the happy, woo! 1967 is a happy year, I guess. But it's Happy's year. It's the earliest year that I have seen Happy. So I've seen Mini Happy. I call it Mini Happy because we got the Big Happy, but this is the mini version. I would assume that the big version was probably also made at the same time. They pretty much have the same face and everything. But did not see the Big Happy, so I can't say. We're gonna try to stick to the facts here. So, Mini Happy made in 1967, first appearance. I saw him come back up in 1968. Then I saw him make another appearance in 1977. So, another one that's been around for a while. Now it's 1968, and it's the first Rushton I ever received that I ever bought. It's Diaper Bunny! I just call her Baby because I'm not calling her Diaper, but her name is Baby. She literally is my baby. She's the first one. She's the baby that did it all. She started this whole thing for me, and here we go making videos. This is Diaper Bunny, and they made them in different patterns. There's like am I saying it right? Gingham. A gingham print. I got the pink polka dot one. Sometimes they come in little pastel colors. Her ears are actually supposed to be sticking straight out, but you know me, rubbing my nose, there's hair everywhere. You know me loving my toys being all weird and stuff and not perfect. Her head kind of tilts to the side. I like her ears kind of just a little crooked. I think it just makes her cuter. But here is the Happy Bunny, oh Jesus, the Diaper Baby from 1968. Now it's 1969. We got the Big Happy. Look at that. Not too far behind from the Little Happy, but again, could have been made at the same time. Now I put a flower crown on her because it's Valentine's Day and we're still celebrating Valentine's Day, so I'm not going to take it off. She didn't have anything on her head normally, but here is the Big Happy, and the Big Happy 1969 was the earliest. Then I saw her make another appearance in 1971, and then 1974, and then 1978. So Big Happy has been around for a while, probably until the 80s, but those are the dates. Woo, woo! Big Mouse from 1979. It does not have a name that I know of. I just call it Big Mouse. There's Big Mouse, there's small mouses, but this is the Big Mouse. And As you can tell, the fur quality is a little bit different. Also, she is a very hard toy. It is not the usual stuffing that Rushton normally would. I mean, it's firm like the old toys, but it's cheap stuff. You can tell it is the cheap stuff. In the 70s they went cheap. So here's her little string tail. I don't know, what do you really want to see about this mouse? It's the only thing I have on this mouse. It was in one catalog, 1979. I know nothing else about her, except that she really likes cheese. So we do have that in common. Alright, now we're in 1980s. I could actually be wrong. This could be from the late 70s too. But this is the Laughing Pup. This is the little miniature beanbag. I think they call them, I don't know if they call them little beanbag versions of this toy, but this one is definitely one of the newer ones. There's no date on it, but it's very cheap. It's very cute, but he's very cheap. Now, two of my Rushton toys I don't know the dates of. I've never seen them in a catalog. I know nothing about them. I have seen little sections where they have Valentine's Day themed Rushton toys, but I never saw my Valentine's Day kitty, which is definitely one of my most favorite Rushton toys ever because I love cats. I have not seen her. I will say that she is probably, based off of the quality of her and the eye paint and the stuffing in the body, I want to say I think she's a 60s toy because she's not total crap quality. She's still pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna say 60s. I don't know though. I'm just guessing. And then the other one that I don't know, that I've not seen this one either, it is Hootie the Owl. And based off of this one, making an educated guess, maybe late 50s and or 60s. But again, I don't know the date on him either. So that is it for the Rushton toys. Now, I did find a couple of my other rubber face toys that are not Rushton that I can date. So I'll just throw that in this video too. From a 1956 Sears catalog ad, we see this kitty right on top, right there. Oh, please, Grandma, this ad right here. I do believe that this is the blue kitty, the blue ideal kitty that I just recently got. Now, as you can see in this ad, she has eyebrows and whiskers. Now, mine doesn't because we realized that the toy became, it's, you know, when you get like an oily toy, like a very, I called it greasy, like a greasy face toy. I've never experienced this before until I got this toy. So let me show you her. I do believe this toy is her. She shows up multiple times. She doesn't have her eyebrows and she doesn't have her whiskers, but apparently when toys get very like oily and you try to clean them, this isn't from me, but I heard this. I heard this from someone that the paint just came right off. So obviously not a great quality toy to begin with. It has the oily rubber. I've never had that issue with Rushtons, and then because of that, the face paint just came right off. But I've seen her multiple times in the catalog, so she made multiple appearances. I don't know, I guess I didn't write them all down. But her earliest appearance was 1956. This is by the Ideal Toy Company. In the ad, it doesn't say what brand it is. That's one of the things about these ads, is that they show you toys, they're advertising to sell them, but they don't tell you the company or who made them. But at least she has her tag. I'm pretty sure that is the cat though, because I don't see any other cat toys that look like, I mean, the pose is like perfect with the tail and the way her stance is. I'm pretty sure it's her. So 1956 for the Ideal Toy Company cat. Now this one's kind of fun. I'm gonna say the name. I brought him up before. Made by the Gans Bros. I'm saying Gans Bros. A Canadian toy. Was Ideal toy? I think Ideal was, I don't know if they were Canadian, I don't remember. But this one is apparently a Canadian toy. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this one, I've never seen this one before. This is a knockoff toy. The face is actually the Rushton, is it the Rushton raccoon? No, it's a Rushton toy. So it's one of the face molds. But anyway, this company totally ripped off Mary Rushton and this face mold. And no wonder I was like, this one's cute. It's not a Rushton. I didn't realize it at the time. I like it because it's actually still kind of Rushton. It's just half Rushton. It's a knockoff, rip-off of Rushton work. Mary's work. So this one is fun because on the bottom here, and it got wet, you can see it's writing, it says Expo 67, August 10th. I don't think anyone just wrote that on there for fun. I'm pretty sure this is a toy from 1967 for an expo. So that is, I call him Foxy. I don't know if I said that because what is he? Like, he's not a raccoon. Raccoons aren't orange, I'm sorry. He doesn't really look like a fox either, but I'm just gonna say he's a fox. I don't know what the fuck he is. So this is Foxy from 1967. All right, we're doing that thing again. We're real good at this. If you couldn't figure it out by now, I mean, are you even watching the video? So this is Pouty by the Knickerbocker Company. I found a Pouty bear in a catalog, and it was a big Pouty, it wasn't the small Pouty. I'm pretty sure this Pouty, we'll just show you the whole thing now. I'm pretty sure this Pouty though was made later, but I saw one Pouty. The ad was from 1959, so that's when Pouty made one of its earliest appearances that I can find. But I do believe that this one is a later dated version, I'm assuming. But anyway, I just wanted to put that in the video. Thought it might be fun. Some people might have a Pouty from 1959. And that is pretty much, that's the end. That's the end of the dating of my toys. So if you have any of the toys that I have, hopefully that was informative and or fun, and or it'll help you kind of like date your toys so that you kind of know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So that's it. Wait, no, it's not the end of the video. I fucked up. There's one more. There's one more. Okay. All right. So, as you know, I call this Baby Lamb. I call it Baby Lamb. It's by the Toy Columbia products. Am I getting it? Or I know it's Toy Columbia. Columbia Toy Products. I just get it all switched around. Toy Columbia Products. This is this Baby Lamb. They always had simple bodies, and this is, I think, one of Toy Columbia Products' cutest toys because it's a lamb and has a cute face. I think a lot of their other stuff is ugly, but you know, we appreciate it all. So this one is not in the ad, but this is the first time I've ever seen a Toy Columbia Products ad in my entire life. Maybe there's more out there, but for me, this is the first one I've ever seen. Right here. I'm gonna lean this on my head, Grandma, to do the thing. But as you can see, Toy Columbia Products, this is the ad, and they're showing some of their toys. And I can't really tell on. These are the rubber face toys, so you can kind of see. But this was made, this company made my toy too. So I have a placement of, and I think this is the same company that like one of the toy buildings caught on fire, and they probably lost a bunch of toys and stuff. But this one from, what's the year? Oh boy, 1965, 1965. So we can date the Baby Lamb around 1965, and maybe any Toy Columbia products that you may have 1965, because it's literally the only ad I've ever seen. So you know it's from like the 65. Or before. But that's it. I think I got it. I think Grandma did it all. I think we get it all. I think we got it all. I mean, there's lots of cool stuff we could talk about, but as far as dating toys, I think that is it for my toys. But check out the websites below, especially the one, because there's a lot of other toys that you might find that you actually have that you can date yourself. So anyway, I just want to make the video. I thought it'd be fun, educational. So I hope you liked it, and let's work. And my cat is still here. There he is. Come on. There he is. Hi! I'm gonna say goodbye. Goodbye. I'm still recording. Don't talk. Oh, goodbye, Smoosh. There's Smoosh. Hi, baby. Okay, wait, it's not the end of the video yet. I lied again. We do things in threes around here. Third time the charm. Okay, so the one toys that I'd never found anything for, My Toy Company, my fancy kitty right here. None of these toys have names. This is this bunny. This is the fancy kitty. I just call her fancy kitty. It's not really fancy kitty, but she looks fancy. And then I have this chick right here. These are all by the My Toy Company. Now these are ones I've never even seen a single My Toy ad for or anything, so I don't have a date for them. Maybe if I search a little bit harder, I could actually find something, but I'm lazy. So I at least want to just throw those in the video real quick, so you know I have them, and so you know I just don't have any information on them. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the video. It's finally over. It's finally over. We're done, Smush. It's all over. It's finally done. I'm so glad he hung out with me the whole time during the nap. Goodbye. I forgot Gund.